Let's set the scene. Over a month ago, more than 45 nursery and primary school pupils, along with their teachers, were abducted from a school in Orire local government area of Oyo State. We're talking about children too young to even run for their lives. Since then, silence from official channels, growing fear from families, and a community demanding answers. And then came the news that shook everyone. One of the abducted teachers was beheaded. Let that sink in. For over a month, parents have waited. Farmers have abandoned their fields. Schools have shut their doors. An entire region paralyzed by fear. Enter Very Dark Man, popularly known as VDM, one of Nigeria's most outspoken social media activists. Frustrated by what he sees as a slow response, he organized and led a protest.
We don't even know if the children are still alive.
Yes, so
as of now, we don't know if the children are still alive.
Right outside Governor Makinde's private residence in Ikolaba, Ibadan, his message was blunt. If the government won't act fast enough, ordinary citizens are ready to go into the bush themselves, alongside police, army, and air force, to find these children. VDM didn't sugarcoat the horror either. He told the crowd the families still don't even know if all the children are alive. This wasn't a quiet, polite demonstration. This was public pressure, applied directly to the seat of power. And Governor Makinde didn't send a spokesperson. He didn't hide behind a press release. He walked outside and faced the crowd himself. What he said next is the heart of the story. He delivered what might be the most personal, raw statement we've heard from a Nigerian governor on insecurity in recent memory. His core message, Oyo State is not Chibok, and we will not be Chibok. For context, Chibok is the name forever linked to the 2014 mass abduction of schoolgirls in Borno State, many of whom were never recovered. Makinde knows exactly what that name means to Nigerians, and he's staking his entire credibility on not repeating it. He went further, revealing that soldiers have died in this operation, including a lieutenant in the Nigerian army killed just days ago. He said, if it came down to it, he would personally sacrifice himself to bring these children home. Then came a moment of real political honesty. Makinde admitted something governors rarely say out loud. He doesn't actually control the police or military in his own state. He can request action, but he can't order it. Real authority sits with the Inspector General of Police and Federal Military Command. He also revealed something carefully worded, but significant, that authorities are in contact with the kidnappers, even while insisting the state won't negotiate with terrorists in the traditional sense. It's a delicate, almost contradictory position, refusing to surrender to bandits publicly, while privately doing whatever it takes to get these children out alive. But it's not just words. Just yesterday, the Oyo State government demolished a building in Ibadan that intelligence reports linked to a major arms and ammunition storage operation. allegedly tied to criminal networks operating across the state. The Commissioner for Public Works confirmed that after police investigations and a direct report to the governor, the demolition was approved and carried out. This is the government trying to show we're not just talking, we're acting. And it's not just Oyo. Next door in Ondo State, the government has now created a 17-member committee, bringing together the Army, Police, NSPC, the Amotekun Corps, traditional rulers, and parents, all focused on one urgent goal: protecting schools from the next attack. Recommendations on the table include things like CCTV surveillance in remote and border schools. This tells us something bigger. This isn't just an Oyo problem. Nigeria is waking up to a nationwide pattern of school-targeted violence, and states are scrambling to build. So, where does this leave us? Governor Makinde made a promise on camera, in front of an angry crowd. The children and teachers will come home, and once they do, he vows this will never happen again in Oyo State. That's a massive promise to keep. And right now, the eyes of an entire nation are watching to see if he can deliver it. Will Oyo break this cycle, or will it become another tragic chapter in Nigeria's long struggle with school-targeted violence? Only time and the next chapter of the story will tell. That's the situation as it stands right now in Oyo State. This is a sensitive, ongoing crisis. Our thoughts are with the families still waiting for their children to come home safely. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a comment with your thoughts, and we'll keep tracking this story as it develops.